hangnail.
You have a hangnail?
Yeah.
It's all red up there.
What's red? Oh, yeah,
Text.
that's fine. That's
Okay.
supposed to be fine.
Okay.
Red.
Okay. Well.
Oh, starting. Stream health is green.
There we go. I
Yay.
Starts there. We'll see where it ends up. I'm already so pessimistic today. This is terrible. Hopefully we're live
with green stream health. Bleh.
All right.
live.
So yeah, any tech problems right now before we start? Can you guys hear us? Okay? Are we in sync? You want to clap for us?
I mean, we're talking, but
True. I don't know what to do if we're not. So
I know what to do if we're not.
all right. So we're gonna assume that good, perfect. Sounds.
Yay!
And they already like your shirt.
Yes.
It's great.
I do have a nice shirt.
Kat's gonna rip it off you.
No, don't. She doesn't get to.
She's gonna reach
rip it
through
off
the
me.
TV and just this computer screen.
Don't say that.
Or not.
You are tempting me. Do not tempt me.
No.
So hey everybody, welcome to the April live chat. Today is the 2nd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
April Fool's is still the first.
I should probably rename that video.
I renamed that.
Oh,
video.
you did. Thank you.
I did it after midnight. I was up quite a while after midnight.
They like my shirt too.
Of course, they like your
Oh,
shirt.
wow.
It's adorable.
Nobody likes my shirt.
It's
Because it's got the RE logo on it.
It's not the cool one. If
It's
you
also
have the cool one,
yeah. I was gonna
would
say
love
it's
it.
also kind of low on this one because this is from the old company that was doing our shirts before. So anyway, yeah. If you're new here, welcome. If you just recently subscribed, we're happy to have you here on the channel.
Yeah.
There are some things we're gonna get out of the way. I think right off of the bat at the beginning of the chat here today, and we're gonna go over a little bit longer than an hour. So you guys are welcome to leave when you have
Do
to
we get
or stick
food?
around. Do we get food?
Afterwards.
Yes, afterwards.
course.
Yes.
Wait,
Always.
because I'm gonna be hangry.
Oh,
boy.
cool.
Maybe you should get yourself a snack during, so that you don't become
Yeah, that's a
hangry
good
during
idea.
the
What do you
stream.
guys think? Is it rude if I eat in front of you?
No.
I always feel weird about that.
It's totally not rude.
Cause like
I think they'll put up with it if it means less hangry.
Because hangry, it will absolutely end up being rude.
Yeah. Hangry bird is a bird that they don't necessarily want to ask questions to.
I misspelled theme.
So
wow, that I definitely
wow.
misspelled themed.
Theremed.
Themed. Oh
You
my
just wanted to put
goodness.
an RE in there, didn't you?
That
You
yes,
couldn't-
that
you couldn't
was
stand it.
my goal.
also before we kick this off, if you have a question, make sure it's not on the scrolly bar that is lovely down beneath our screen or whatever, because we might have already answered it, especially if it's about FNAF. So just go look.
Yeah. That would be good. Also, if you have a question that you are going to answer, if you got a question they're going to ask us, use uppercase question.
Did I
all
fix
caps.
it? I can't read it from here.
Yes.
That's the right? Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not
No,
anymore.
you just took out the M. No, it's just
Yeah.
an R.
Where? Why is it doing? Stop it!
There you go. Just backspace and M.
No, he needs to go
Oh.
in front of the R.
Don't.
Okay, so...
Go, okay, arrow key this way. Now backspace.
Two times.
Backspace. EN.
This is like
There you go.
the bomb game.
A little bit. There we go. Okay, fix the ticker.
Yay.
Thank you
All right.
guys for being patient. Now it says the right word.
All right. Well, I saw people say, "You go eat." I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Third.
Fine, I'll
Yep.
go eat.
Third.
Enjoying it.
Doing a
And then
third.
You want Yandere third shirts? That's great. Yeah, so if you've got a question for us, put the question part in all caps, just like Cat Griffin
Ooh.
did. Question, are you going to answer the Twitter questions? Yes! That's actually one of the first things, is that we had a Disney XD by Maker event this week.
I blended.
Camouflage Peter.
Sorry.
And at the event, I thought we were going to be able to answer questions on a live video, and so that's why we were promoting it all week, going, hey, send your questions early. Well, it turns out Disney XD actually wanted your questions during the event and not necessarily early all week. So I misled you guys. I'm sorry about that, and we weren't really on video for most of that. So we're going to actually go back and we're going to answer some of those Twitter
Don't
questions.
take the fall.
Well,
He only misled you guys because we were given zero information.
I made some assumptions.
He did make some
Wrong
assumptions.
assumptions.
He asked about his assumptions and was not provided an answer. So I can't assign the blame entirely to you, and neither should they.
Okay.
And neither should you.
Okay. Well, Shadow Bonnie had a question that I think we should all answer right now before we go any further. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm the minority in this situation.
You are fine, Peter.
Sleepy as shit.
Peter's fine.
Sin. Sleepy as sin.
but not gonna be hangry. Hopefully, we'll see. Still rides that line.
I have an apple.
That'll be enough.
I'm kind of sick. I'm going down sick with something. You can hear it in my voice, and I'm kind of like stuffed up.
It makes me happy.
And
So-
he didn't sleep.
Yeah, I was trying to get the last Yandere Let's Play up for you guys, Yandere Simulator, and I couldn't do it. I was up until daylight, and I was like, we got chat starting, in a few hours. I'm not going to be able to sleep, or I'm not going to be able to get this video done.
Yay.
So it's not done yet. I have to continue editing that.
That's a really hard apple.
Oh, mwah. Okay.
You going to break your teeth on it?
Jeebus.
But otherwise, we're okay. So anyway, we're going to get to some Twitter questions about Resident Enos. Before we do, this came in the mail this week, and I want to show you guys, because it's freaking cute. It was from Chrissy. I don't know if I'm supposed to use last names or not, but Chrissy sent us an awesome pillow that she made, and I thought it turned out really great. So it clashes a little bit with this couch, so I'm probably going to take it on the couch in the office.
Though it's very difficult to tell in stream that it clashes because the black and brown is so dark.
Yeah.
That they both look
Well, it's got
black.
kind of a two-tone thing going on. The color is a little bit weird on here, but anyway, so maybe someday we could offer pillows so you guys could have things like this too. That'd be super cool.
It would be,
Yeah.
I guess.
I really want to have a beard plushie.
Oh, boy.
I think selling beard plushies would be the greatest things.
Nice.
No?
No, I'm still reading the comments and I'm getting my anger out about them now.
Okay.
You mean everything about...
Markiplier?
Yeah, that.
That.
Fair.
Oh, Markiplier.
Um,
He has a channel. If you like Markiplier,
Yeah,
you should go subscribe to him at youtube.com/MarkiplierGame. And you can see all the Markiplier you can handle over there.
that,
true.
And I'm sure you guys can handle an awful lot of Markiplier.
Also, since he stopped talking to us because he's really busy, I mean, he's probably not going to appear on the channel for a really long time. So, go watch him there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to some Twitter questions. How about that?
We just keep putting that off. Sorry, AJ.
All right, so first one here.
What's Enos's favorite genre of music?
Mini Matt Pat wants to know that.
I can't.
What do you guys think? I thought you could
I
read
thought
those.
it's
Okay.
Retheorizer.
Well, the name underneath
I
it's
mean,
like the
I would
Twitter
have to
thing,
assume
so-
his favorite genre is polka, right?
I was gonna say probably like a polka kind of
Yeah.
genre or
Really?
something.
Yeah, some
I
stupid,
mean,
stupid
what
crap
about
like that.
yodeling music? Does that count?
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know what genre
song.
that is, but
The chicken song is Enos's favorite.
yeah, that
Oh,
is good. Oh man,
right.
what do they look for to go find that one?
Takeo, I forget how to spell his last name.
They have to actually look for that guy's name.
Oh, but it
wow,
pops
man.
up on well, I mean, if they.
If you look for chicken
Like,
yodeling,
what if you
might
write
find
weird
it.
chicken yodeling song?
Chicken
Well, we
yodeling.
have
You'll
YouTube
find it.
open. We just go
But I
there.
don't have a keyboard. I would have to
Yeah.
walk away again.
All right, well,
Fine.
there is a song that exists about a Japanese guy that's
It sings-
yodeling
Wait a minute,
about
wait a minute,
chickens.
wait a minute, guys. Let's see if this works. Hey, Cortana, search for weird chicken yodeling song.
I think she got yodeling song.
Oh my god, guys,
There it
guys,
is.
guys.
Oh, you found it!
Yes!
Cortana did something right!
So,
Chicken yodeling
to be
song.
fair, this is Bing.
Uh-huh.
Not,
That's it.
this is it. Okay. All right, I'm copying the link right now
Oh, perfect.
and
Okay.
putting it in.
Oh, this is the shorter version even.
Oh, is that bad?
Well, it's fine.
It's like shorter by like
It'll
a
work.
minute.
Will this send?
Yeah.
There
Yes.
you go. All right, so
All right,
if
that's
you find
eight.
it in the chat, it's
Hey,
Enos's
Cortana.
favorite song.
Thank you.
She
She didn't even respond because AJ was talking too.
It's probably the first time she's ever done
I
something
know.
right.
So okay, we've got this ridiculous war going on because every time we're like hanging out with people and like talking, Cortana will be like, "Oh, did you say something to me?" And she'll pop up and be like, "I didn't hear what you said." It's absurd.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. It's silly. She'll probably do it today, but you won't know because you're not at my computer.
They might hear her yell it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No, my speakers are off.
Hey, get off of that. It's fragile. Thank you.
All right.
All right, next question.
So, chicken yodeling, you even got a link.
I found that song, by the way.
Good job, Miss Bird. So,
It's a wonderful song.
Shakira Patton wants to know, will you be doing a part 3 with Markiplier and Dodger? Also, you're really good at what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
We might do a part 3. We might.
We do want to do a part 3. It's up in the air whether it's going to happen. That's kind of on Disney XD, whether they want to fund it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And whether Mark and Dodger are in it are going to be up to them. We're going to ask them, of course, if there is a night 3, or a part 3. We are going to ask them to be in it. Whether they are or not is up to them, and then we'll have to rewrite or not. If
I want them to see Uncle Anus.
I want them to see Uncle Anus too.
I have his outfit picked out and everything. It's glorious.
That's a character.
We'll see what happens, but it will be really fun. We're gonna try.
Yeah.
But that's all we can say right now. It's kind of out of our hands.
This
is it going out of our hands. Okay, next question.
Sorry. There.
All right, Taylor. So, AJ, what's your favorite thing about Enos and being him? I don't know if it's the ridiculousness or getting to be annoying to other people. There's something really enjoyable about that.
But you're
You do
always
that every
annoying to
day.
other people. Yeah.
I know that. But when I get to be over the top, because the thing is, Enos wouldn't be having a conversation like this. He'd be up in your face and he'd be screaming and he'd be like gesturing wildly while he does it. And that's really fun. It's fun to be up in people's personal
Does
space.
Enos have a solar plexus?
Probably.
I'd punch the hell out of it if he got it in my face and screamed at me.
Well, anyway, that being punched isn't the fun part about being Enos. It hasn't happened yet.
As I recall, Mark gets kicked around all the time, so he doesn't enjoy that.
All right, next question.
Where did it go?
Oh,
There was
You got one in
something.
there.
Did you see Are you talking about the Quantum Break musical?
No.
That someone asked about?
No, I was looking into. I thought someone was putting words into Markiplier's mouth about being in FNAF and Enos.
I saw that comment.
And I couldn't figure out what to do, but basically, at this point, Mark doesn't know whether he wants to be in anything that's not his stuff, so...
Yeah, you really need to ask Mark. If you want
Yes.
an answer about anything that Mark's going to be in, go talk to Mark. Don't even ask us. Because we don't run his schedule. We're not his secretaries. That's his choice.
We're not even his second channel.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I know. Despite what people believe. Okay,
Alright, so, anyway.
what else?
Moving on. Let's see here.
Enos asks,
Oh, boy.
would any new characters be introduced if there is another resident Enos?
I believe.
Yes.
I mean, Miss Bird already
Yeah,
mentioned
he's
one.
got a separate name there.
He's not... Miss Bird mentioned one already. He's
did.
not actually going to be in the 3rd episode, if
Aw,
there is a
really?
3rd, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Just gonna keep watching.
Hey, if we
the
get the option to have Mark and Dodger back, I would immediately jump to that storyline.
Oh,
and
really?
say,
Okay,
let's do
fair.
it. Because I want to do it with them specifically.
So yeah, the character that Miss Bird mentioned, in theory, if everything goes right, apparently is going to be added to the roster.
My idea was definitely that basically every episode there will be a new character added. You might not ever see them again, but once they're in the universe, if they don't die, they could always come back. So even that bandit at the end of Monster Gulch, that guy could return. And I think we've joked about him coming back looking for the baby doll because he can't sleep at night if he doesn't have it. And Enos walks off with it at the end. So who knows? But new characters every time, I think.
Yeah.
Who do we got?
Wow. What?
Dartax?
Yeah, Dartax.
Overall, how many people do you think helped work on this project?
Cats.
We can actually name them.
Cats worked on this project.
I think...
20?
Yeah, I think 18 or 20 in our
Yeah.
group, and then I don't know how many people were working on it at Maker, behind the scenes and stuff.
Well, I was
Maker
questioning
/
what
Disney.
they did to get it finished because didn't we basically the YouTube video?
Well,
that is
like,
up,
I don't know how many people were on finance failing to send the money appropriately.
That's right.
I don't know how many people were on legal, writing up, legal
contracts
documents
means-
and so
Yeah,
on and so
okay.
forth. Christina was absolutely essential in making everything happen.
Lines put into the video
Yeah.
by reading our
Yeah.
scripts.
So,
right.
whether you like it or not, they definitely
You're
did
right.
aid in the production.
And then I think about what they did to.
Ray William Johnson.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, is that what happens?
But,
It's
like, even
your
when-
contract that you signed and stuff. We helped make the video.
We have legal documentation saying that it's ours.
Yeah,
So it's
well.
fine.
Either way, apparently the number actually is about 20 core people that worked every day on it, and then that worked on the main production.
I
of
was
it.
gonna say it took like 3 people.
I meant every day of shooting, basically,
Okay,
is
okay,
like people
fair.
that were involved, that were there.
So
People-
this is what a chat's like on a normal channel.
Yeah,
It's a bunch of like
It's
just
absurd.
screaming out stuff,
It's
and some of
absurd.
it makes sense and some of it
I
doesn't.
don't. I don't know what to do. Also, I don't know how many people are watching because it says watching now is
Refresh.
zero people.
Yeah, there are 0 people watching.
It's like Twitch. You have to
But
They're
refresh.
just
did-
asking questions. They're not actually watching.
I refreshed while they were going.
Oh.
Thanks, Mom.
Holy crap.
It is a nice pillow.
Oh, hi, Mom.
So anyway, yeah.
Hola,
Let's-
¿cómo está?
Let's
You're
assume
not
between
my
20
mom.
and 30 people,
I
but
was
probably
saying
the
hi
last
to
5
her.
or 10
Can I say hi to
only
your mom?
set up the project legally or help send money for the project. So, because you could expand to Patreon and say Patreon people.
True, true.
Although we didn't make that a Patreon project technically.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And back then we were doing separate Patreon projects.
Anyway, what else we got?
Is it true or canon that Enos is asexual? Also, why kazoos?
I might have let that slip on the Yandere Simulator.
We didn't-
Let's play.
That Enos is asexual?
Yes, I said that.
Well, I was
That's
gonna say
reasonable.
I
You
don't
didn't
think
dispute it.
we haven't had a canon answer, so I wanted to go to you
Uh-huh.
guys and ask what you thought.
I believe that Enos, at least when Enos became a sparkly vampire, he also became asexual.
Okay. Well, he's born born sparkly, so
Well,
I'm still waiting for a reveal
unless
that
you mean
he's
like
a rare
in puberty
type of
he
fairy.
becomes more.
what about
I'm
Clefairy?
still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for the reveal that he's just a rare type of fairy.
Wow.
He was adopted by sparkly vampires, so he thinks he's a sparkly vampire, but he's not.
Interesting.
Because he's not a vampire.
But he does have teeth.
That's
Yeah.
great. So do other fairies.
True.
Fangs?
Yeah.
Well, yes,
I guess
thanks.
magically they could.
True.
I don't know. I think it's more like he is not love-minded. Doesn't mean that he couldn't have a relationship. So I want to leave that door open in the future in case we have a good reason to actually
Well, you can
give
still
him.
have a
I
romantic...
think he should be married to a chicken.
True, asexually you can have a relationship.
Yes, you can have a romantic relationship if you are asexual.
But isn't it harder to be invested in it romantically?
No, I find it quite easy.
Not with another asexual.
Oh, okay.
And even with an asexual, with someone who is not asexual, you can. Yes, it is harder, but it's not even close to impossible.
The point is, I think Enos could go date somebody. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it's something he even understands the concept of. So like Papyrus in Undertale, not to drive you guys crazy by talking about Undertale, but Papyrus goes on dates, doesn't know what to do on them. If Enos goes on a date, he probably would have to bring a stock of chickens, some kazoos, things like that, have a waffle to split, and he wouldn't really understand the concept
waffle
very
to
much.
Oh my
Split.
gosh, oh my gosh, there's going to be a storyline where Mark and Dodger are like in the bushes trying to feed him date advice while he's on a date.
Wow.
That could be pretty good.
Wow.
That could be amusing.
That's amazing.
I don't know why they'd ever have to get him to go on a date, unless like maybe there's a storyline where they meet a character and they need Enos to woo them or seduce them, basically. And Enos is like, not really my thing, guys, but what can maybe you guys can guide me through. And they're like,
So the
not
second
gonna
part
be
of the tweet is why kazoos? Why not kazoos?
they're just fun.
Yeah.
They sound hilarious.
They're obnoxious.
and I can play them in real life.
That's
so-
my fault.
Oh, it's your fault.
It was my fault. I said,
Okay.
wouldn't it be funny if there was a kazoo in the song? And he bought a kazoo for
Yeah.
the song. And then he put it in the video all of his own volition, but there was a kazoo in the song because I suggested it.
Interesting, and that opened the can of worms.
It
that
did
is
open the can of worms.
kazoo.
It is totally my fault.
That's
Good job.
hilarious.
You have Miss Bird to thank.
Favorite moment from Resident Enos and Resident Enos 2. For me, it's probably going to mirror a lot of other people's opinions. Where? And Mark like leaning in saying, that's what the book said to do.
Yeah, there's something nice about the recycling those jokes.
Oh, I meant where from the first, and then
I know.
that's what the book said to do from the second.
I know. Well, I just meant, those are classic things that made it into both cuts.
Yeah.
I ship it.
I was gonna say I ship it to
That's
another
your
really good
favorite?
one.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Dodger always looks so sexy when she says it.
She's pretty cute.
I like, she's cute.
I
So,
think my favorite from the first one is sticking a bee in Mark's nose, especially because if you watch the bloopers
the
of
first or
that,
second time.
the
Fair.
first time.
Okay.
Okay.
The first time. Because the first time you see, again, look in the bloopers, it goes like it's going to go into Mark's nose, and he goes, "Ah!" like that, and he backs into a beam that's holding the setup, and it like cracked, and everyone freaked out because, like Mark especially, because we all thought he was about to like tear the whole set down accidentally from behind. We didn't have anything quite that devastating in the second one. Probably him carrying me across the stream, actually, because there were moments, you can see him again in the bloopers, where he stumbles a little bit. This is a story I was going to tell somebody at some point.
Okay.
when he had me in his arms, right, and this is gonna like sound so like gay already, but right, I'm being carried across by Markiplier on the stream, and I'm going like like that, right? And then I was.
Does your microphone account for that kind of noise?
No.
I apologize for
Go
your
ahead,
ears.
tell your story. Tell sorry.
And I get to the end, I kept cutting early, basically, because I kept thinking, like, oh man, he's gonna drop me or something. He's like, struggling.
Uh-huh.
And then after one of the takes, I said, I'm sorry, I keep, like, stop acting halfway through because I see your face and, like, I get worried that, like, I'm causing you too much strain. And then I remember you're just acting. And he's like, not all of it's an act. And I was like, oh, okay.
So it's a good thing if you stop acting in the middle.
Yeah, I forgot about that until recently. I'm like, I have to tell somebody that we had that exchange.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's some real struggle on his face. Anyway, those are my favorite moments.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
What?
What?
Oh, Nefenjo, I need to correct you. That was the Eevee dress was actually made by Angie Viper. I don't know what you're responding to because I'm kind of like looking all over the screen, but that was totally her work. I didn't have a hand in it at all.
That is true. Next question. Which one of you guys had the worst time remembering their lines?
On Resident Evil.
Me.
Oh,
I didn't have any.
That is about
It's
Resident Evil.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
normally it'd be Peter even if he's not on set. It was probably me.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
In
Mark.
the second one, it was you.
Mark had a really hard time in the house for like half of it because he didn't know the song.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's right. We had to have his intro several times
Yeah.
because he was tripping over
Yeah.
that. And then the music was I think that's the music though more than
So
his
even though
memory.
you forgot like one line once and Mark gave you the line and you were like, how do you know that line?
Yeah.
You don't even know the song yet. I think that Mark probably had the most
What are you
difficulty.
doing?
He knew the lines better. I
Thank
knew the
you.
music better. So I think
Fair.
that's what it came down to. Is I was familiar. I'd written the whole song.
Yeah.
But Mark actually remembered the lines better than I did. All right. And Dodger was just spot on.
Yes.
I'm not sure how she did it.
Oh my.
I'm good.
Why did Enos have to take the creepy doll? Wow, yeah, that does say doll. Okay. Doll Mark hates at the end of Resident Enos Monster Gulch.
Well, Kevy Grace.
I mean,
they didn't have to.
Why did they have to take the painting?
I was gonna
Why-
say they just kind of cleaned out the house. It was just a joke about taking literally everything that guy had because you don't know when you're gonna need it. Like
I was gonna say, like, Enos emptied the supply bag, so
Yeah.
you need more supplies to leave behind
Yeah.
you to get back to the mansion, right?
on a practical level, you could tear apart a doll and use it for like cloth or fabric or things like that.
Sure, yeah.
Stuffing, whatever. You could burn it. Maybe that's what they do is they burn it. What? You don't want to burn it? It was creepy. Okay.
I have a weakness for toys being
All right.
destroyed. It makes me sad.
Well, either way, that is also they had uses for it. Maybe Enos wanted to sleep with it.
Maybe.
Maybe he used to have a doll.
Ew. So he's not asexual.
You just completely twisted that.
Yep.
And became a gross person.
Gross person.
All right. Cassie, question. And we're probably running through these really quick at this point, so
Yes.
we'll be on to the rest of the chat momentarily.
Totally.
All right, Cassie. Here's one. Here's one.
Here's.
Here's one. Will we ever get to meet the werewolf and see his summer home?
Punctuation and grammar is important.
Well, maybe there wasn't enough room on the tweet.
Oh, that's true.
Unfortunately, that's a real,
But I would
real
just
struggle.
I would have just started with the question.
Yes, I agree. Anyway,
Will we ever?
will we ever? Probably not, actually. That was just meant to...
Probably not.
well played.
Probably not.
Well played. That line was mostly there to remind Disney XD that this has the potential to be an ongoing show. Like we said, the next episode, if we get to it the way that we want to, is going to apparently be with Mr. Uncle Anus.
You're gonna get to meet some of Enos's extended family.
Yes.
Maybe. Or
Maybe.
is he? There's
Or
a
is
real
he?
question about it.
That is true.
We don't want to spoil much more than that.
Yeah.
But you might meet someone from Enos's family in the next one. I do think they'll meet a werewolf eventually if the series goes on, though.
Yes,
a werewolf,
sure.
definitely. Maybe
Sure.
not that one.
How long does it take you to plan, get costumes, find a place to shoot, and have the people play? Depends on the
Oh,
shoot.
those itchy
3 months?
freaking eyeball.
Something like that.
Yeah, Enos started in, I think, July.
I think
Development really
Well,
kicked in actually June.
wasn't it? Yeah, more like August. I was thinking because
Oh.
we first were gonna do Weasel Squad.
Oh, that's
and
true.
then
Yeah, you're
backed
right.
off.
Okay, so it started in August and got posted on February 1st. You do the math. February 2nd, you do the math.
Yeah. What about that? What about the phrase "play"? Did you guys feel like you were playing on set?
No.
My job on set when we have a crew like that is never fun.
She is tasked with running around and making sure that everyone is on track at the same time, making sure everyone's filling out the right paperwork, making sure lunch and food is there, doing everything that absolutely has to be done that can't be done by like someone who is managing, tech behind the scenes crap.
If they need a chair, I'm the one that goes gets it. If someone needs a coffee, I'm the one that goes to get it.
It's like a trifecta between being like an assistant director, a production coordinator, and a PA. Which are like
sounds
three of the
terrible.
most stressful jobs.
Which sounds absolutely
Smushing
terrible.
them together is even worse.
Luckily-
But I excel at it because I love that kind of stuff.
Luckily, most of our shoots don't require that.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
It was especially tough on Yandere, but
Yeah.
that's a different...
You mean because you were also the lead?
Yeah. So I had to be fixing people's wigs, making sure people knew like what they were doing and like getting them things, but also acting, and it was just a mess.
Yeah.
But this is not about Yandere, this is about Enos.
Thunderwave, what was the most silly thing you did with your friends when you were younger?
That sounds like a generic question.
It is a pretty generic question.
Well, see,
but-
when I was younger, I was Enos.
Oh.
What?
So,
you did all sorts
I
of-
ran
you did
around
nothing but
collecting
silly things.
chickens and, trying to be friends with people of a different class than I was.
That
and,
sounds legit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Probably.
And then I grew out of it.
I poked my friend in the eye. Both eyes, actually. That's not silly, is it?
Also, I have a question for you,
was
Thunderwave.
an
Well, how
accident.
does this pertain to Resident Enos?
I don't know. I don't know why I even picked this one. Whatever. Anyway.
I collected
Because you were
food
tired,
from the
probably?
cafeteria and I made faces out of it and then I saved them. They called them
You
refugees.
did do that.
Yeah, we still have one in this house actually.
Yeah.
Patches the potato is a refugee. Okay, arsonist theory. Okay, what was Enos's childhood like? Or if you can't answer that, what does he do when he's bored? Which one do you want to answer? One or the other.
Oh, what?
Both.
Well, when he's bored, he does nonsense.
You see what he does when he's bored, all right? The first musical is all about what he does when he's bored and trying to resurrect somebody.
Pretty much.
That's true. That's true.
What was his childhood like?
I mean, he was born 600 years ago?
Yes.
The plague was at the height of its killing people, so put two and two together.
Also, he was, remember, Enos in canon was actually born, not sired, which is interesting. And sometimes in our lore, when vampires breed, which most lore, they can't do that. But anyway, when they breed, sometimes out comes a genetic anomaly, a sparkly vampire, like Enos. So he was probably made fun of a lot by the other vampires.
Yeah, I would bet so. And I think we've also established internally, this hasn't been in the videos, but that his parents were not sparkly, they were normal.
Yes, yes.
And so maybe he was a little bit of an embarrassment to his parents. Maybe they loved him still, but doesn't mean that they appreciate all his decisions.
Does that mirror real life? Real life?
No, my mom's in the chat.
That's
She's
true.
proud of me.
That's a
My
good
mom
point.
loves
That's
me.
a good point.
Well, you just
But I
said
am a little sparkly. I
you
agree.
said
Oh, no,
I
she's
can't-
right.
Yeah, that they
Okay.
love you. But
Okay.
like,
But I'm still embarrassed.
yeah.
That's probably somewhat true. Okay.
Where are Enos and the gang going? What brought them to Monster Gulch? Enos lived in Monster Gulch.
That's an
And,
Alvin Franco question. You're right.
yeah.
The mansion's basically in Monster Gulch.
Right. And Mark and Dodger, the current backstory we have is that Mark was actually leading a larger group of people, and they were slowly dying out, including Dave. He was like the last person to die out.
Isn't Monster Gulch not like an isolated place? It's literally the whole entire world.
No, I think this place is Monster Gulch,
Yeah.
but the whole world is like Monster Gulch.
Yeah, I would say, like they have like a planet, right? It's like planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And Monster Gulch would be like a county, basically, in it. So crossing on foot from the top of the Mojave Desert to the bottom of Los Angeles County, going to like Orange County.
Yeah.
That would be like Monster Gulch, is like you go through this big stretch. Maybe it's like
Okay.
a state like Nevada.
Oh, I
We have to
never
pass through
knew.
Monster Gulch.
I never knew.
Yeah. So that's the idea. And I was going to say there was more of a backstory, I thought. I think it was just that Mark is a guide, like we said, for people, not a successful one. This is all the show Bible. Dodger, I think,
Kind of just does what she
latched
wants.
on, because Mark seemed like the only person that she could find out there that she felt like
Terrible D&D
friendship
group.
with. Yeah, could get to play D&D with her.
Dave was probably trying to get somewhere and just survive and failed.
Yeah, Dave was probably like, I've got money, escort me somewhere safe.
Right.
And
So
Mark
much
didn't keep him
misinformation
safe.
getting thrown around because we're not answering any of the questions in the chat.
Whoops.
Awesome.
Well, I guess we better get through this really quick then.
Let's see here.
Last blooper
whoops.
video coming out. That was one from Morgan.
Oh.
I don't know.
Morgan, what?
No,
Darn.
Wiley. We thought it was coming out sooner, and I believe Dodger has it and was going to upload it, but we kind of lost track of it. So I might text her again to see, because there are more bloopers. We haven't got to show them yet.
Yeah. Dress and Enos.
Same last names as they do in real life.
Okay.
No.
Enos doesn't. There was initially talk of Mark and Dodger actually being Mark and Dodger, the YouTubers who survived the apocalypse, but I think we pretty much scratched that entire idea.
I think they're too much like characters now. So
when we first came up with this idea, we were like, okay, let's make Mark and Dodger actually Mark and Dodger, and let's like
Dave is actually Dave.
Ooh,
Meet
if we
Freddie
ever
Wong
recast
and
Dodger,
so on
we're
and
gonna
so
have
forth.
to ask permission for that name.
They never said Dodger.
Oh, they did this time.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. Nice.
Because that's like her.
That's funny.
I mean, it's also a name, but
You
Sure.
could, but the fact is it based on a resemblance.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's a good point.
We'll see.
Mark's easy to dismiss. Mark's a common
totally.
name, but Dodger, not so much.
All right. Which music do you like more? I think I actually answered this one on the Twitter event on Disney XD.
I think you did.
Yeah, so I would say
Sorry.
instead of the first or the second, I'd say the song in the third Resident Enos, if it gets made, is going to be the best one. And I already have it in mind.
I think I like the. It's hard to. Miss Bird already answered. I don't know.
Which one did you answer?
The score right before Dodger starts singing.
Oh, you like just that little chunk at the beginning.
Yep.
Cheer up, Enos.
I like the entire
Yeah.
Wait, the score before she sings it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like
That would
that
be
whole section,
Matt's
including her
just
singing.
Music.
Sorry, I like Matt's music, apparently.
Well,
Sorry.
if we're gonna extend it to music, I think the Monster
I don't like
Belts
the thing
theme
he
is
did
really
for
good.
Scott, though. I don't like that one. There's something I don't like that Matt did.
But yeah, I agree. I definitely like the Monster Gulch theme a lot.
Yeah.
Like the thing that comes in when
It sounds so Sherlockian.
it's
Is that a word?
Sherlockian. It's like Lovecraftian.
Well, it's funny is the way we have it in the video, it's got more of like a beat to it and stuff, but how I've got it written in there is actually more of like a really frenzied kind of thing, like an escape kind of song. So in the future, we'll probably have variants of that theme that are going to be fun and like a lot more like sinister or, mischievous, that's the word. Things like that.
How difficult is it to sing in Enos's voice?
Not too bad. It really isn't. I tend to sing better in a higher voice. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Although they were asking for it.
They always ask for voices and stuff.
Let's see here.
What motivated your casting choices?
I mean, the combination of
Hey, do you want to do this thing? Yeah. Okay, thanks.
We were
We had
working
already-
a lot with Mark at the time. Dodger had been in a couple things, and it seemed like a natural fit. And I'm really glad with the casting. I think it's great casting, and the only problem is that they have their own channels and their own lives. Which is a problem, let me tell you. But I think they're great for it. I think Mark's perfect for that, and Dodger is so good as like kind of crazy and kind of enjoys being crazy. I think that's perfect for her. She's almost like that in real life. But she cares about people more than her character in the show, I think.
Yes. And this final part of this question: what happened at Monster Gulch that made everyone become scavengers or bandits? The
Have you
apocalypse.
seen the world?
Yeah, basically. When the end of the world comes, it's going to look just like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The end of the world
Cool.
comes.
So thank you guys for your
I'm
patience putting up with a lot of questions that we didn't get to at Disney XD this week.
Yeah.
Now we're going to actually answer the questions.
Well, actually,
in
we're
chat.
going to take a short break, and then we're going to be back.
Okay.
You need to pee?
Some of you might still see this, but I need to get up and get something. And did the play ad work?
I don't know.
Let us know if you see an ad.
Did you hit the play ad button?
I thought I did.
Hit it again.
It says playing ad up there.
Oh, it does. You're right. Okay.
Some people won't see it,
Yes.
but some people will.
Because I figured.
Who's?
Ooh, a biscuit.
Oh, I know who Bucket
I
from.
could get a high biscuit.
A biscuit. We should get got through that. Got through the RE pillow.
Those are not biscuits.
Anime Boston and FNAF.
AJ
designs.
is so comfortable, you don't understand.
Whoa, hey.
Oh, we're back from the ad.
Well, this is awkward.
Well, actually,
Was it good?
I should mention that even when an ad is playing, some people actually see you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's strange. Okay. Well,
Oh,
if
they
you
just saw me cuddle up to you.
if you saw an ad, what was the ad that you watched, and was it good?
Yes, there's an ad. Nope.
Was it something that you wanted? I like when I see something for like Pokemon or like. I think I've seen My Little Pony before. There are some good ones.
Oh,
that
they
play.
want to know if AJ and Sparrow are married.
Yep.
Whoa.
We're also
Whoa.
siblings.
and friends.
Okay, we're not married and we're not siblings, but we definitely are friends.
That's true.
So apparently we look alike. I don't see it.
I can see it.
I think it's the
I
shape
can see
of the
it.
face.
I can totally see it. Like, we look really close, actually.
Honest question, would you want me as a sibling? Wow, that was the biggest no he never said.
I'd accept her as a sibling.
Oh.
But you don't really have a choice who your siblings
Do you
are.
hear that, Mama Pinkerton? I'm available for adoption.
Aren't you too old for that now?
Nope.
No, actually,
Oh.
I can be adopted at any age.
anytime.
Oh, I forget.
Yeah.
Well, except when I was in the system because my
uh-huh.
mother refused to give up her rights. But you know,
Oh, okay.
now she has no rights over me because I'm over 18.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. This is all very interesting. This whole like live chat just went in a very educational direction. So anyway,
I'm eating a biscuit, guys.
He's got a biscuit.
And I was drinking tea before because I saw that question.
From a fancy Yandere Simulator themed
True.
cup.
Yes, because
That
I'm
you-
terrified of wearing myself.
Yes. And you can actually
Wearing
buy that
yourself.
cup and also my shirt that I'm wearing and other various Yandere Sim stuff from the place that's crowdmade.com/random encounters. It's in the description. I can't click in here. Why can't I click in here?
Because you're supposed to click below it.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
derp.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
And this link here.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to buy a shirt like the one Peter's got, you can't get mine on there yet. The Random Encounters logo isn't actually available on there.
Yeah,
yet.
we need to get that done.
So, while we're talking about this, though, you guys might have seen yesterday we had a little video go up about FNAF, and at the end of it, we did.
Yeah, we released,
Night 4
we
launched
released
yesterday.
Night 4 yesterday.
No! I thought the dislike bar was going to be so high, and you guys were really good sports about it.
So Harlem Shake still wins with the
Yeah,
dislike bar?
absolutely it does. It knocks it out of the park. The dislike bar on FNAF Night 4 that went up yesterday was much better. If you didn't see it, go watch it. Because actually, I think this is the reason the dislike bar is okay. It was relevant. It actually teases into where this is going. So we didn't leave you guys high and dry.
We should mention it is absolutely canon. All
Yeah.
of that happens in the FNAF stuff, and when we're gonna make a supercut of FNAF Nights 1 through 5. That video is going in the supercut.
Yeah. Unlike the Smash Brotherhood one from last year.
Unlike
which
the
is
Smash Brotherhood
completely out of canon. Sakurai is not in the Smash Brotherhood videos. But yeah, anyway, we got on a huge tangent. The video yesterday had a poll at the end where you could vote on designs for a new FNAF t-shirt based on RE's FNAF musical. So if you haven't seen that, go watch the video. Go vote for it. I think we have a voting link.
Actually, if you can do me a favor and click on the voting button link that's down in the description instead of going to the video to vote.
Good point.
That would be great because we want to see if there's a difference in opinion on what t-shirt we should do between you guys, kind of like our super
chat.
fans,
Yeah.
versus all of the fans who only care about FNAF Night 4.
Yeah, so please do us a favor. Use the link that we've got right here on this video. Go vote. There are 3 really amazing designs. We should actually vote ourselves right now. Just oh no, or maybe is that gonna sway people too much?
That'll sway people.
Okay, we don't want to tell you which ones. We'll tell you later which
I
ones we
forget
like.
what the FNAF stuff looks like.
Oh,
but
and
if
vote a
there-
second time on this new link if you have already voted.
If there is like blood and gore on any of the designs, I don't know if they are or not,
Nope,
but like there
none.
was a problem with the Yandere Simulator that when this one won, everybody who was at a school was like, oh man, I can't buy one because, you know, it has a katana. So make sure you vote
Pointed
for
her hair.
ones that aren't going to make your school cry.
Yeah, I think FNAF is going to be fine. I think
Yeah,
all
it's
3 of
totally
those
safe.
Okay.
are actually safer than Yandere simulators.
In fact, 2 of them are just really cute.
Yeah, they're amazing. So please go check them out. Please go vote for them. And one of those is going to be on a t-shirt. And hopefully it's the one you want and you can go buy it. Otherwise, okay, so we covered that. Mm-hmm. Like I said, those are great.
An ad. No.
Let's go to an ad now.
I have couch and Peter. Yeah, I know, right? The couch and my shirt are perfect. It's great.
Okay, that's not a couch, it's a blanket.
That's true, the blanket, yeah.
I got one more thing I want to talk about, and then let's do some questions from them,
Like
because
for
they've
real
been waiting so patiently. Okay, so this came across my attention over on Facebook. At Anime Boston this year, The Masquerade was won by a group that did a live performance to the song A Hyrule Warrior's Heart. And they were amazing cosplayers, and they did a great job. So I think you guys should go look for that. And I think we've shared it someplace at some point.
If you keep coming across my path, I'm going to keep picking you up.
I'm trying to find the link right now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's my face.
It is your face.
It's a really good video, and I just wanted to voice how proud I was.
It's my face again, too.
I literally shed tears watching them get the huge trophy at the end of the video, because it was so magical to be like, these guys, they took a song that we did.
That was the second video, right?
Yeah. And they brought it to a huge event like Anime Boston, and then they won the entire event with
so
their
much
awesome,
crap we
talented
posted.
cosplays.
There it is.
Well, now I feel like a heel because... No! What? Oh, okay.
It'll work, but they have a close-up version of it too. That's they send messages. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go to the messages. Anyway, they did an amazing job. Go take a look at it.
They sent that 1 second
Gotcha.
later, so I wasn't able to post it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have,
but
like,
it's a really
spam.
good performance. And anybody else who wants to do that at a convention, please go ahead, or a talent show, whatever it is. Like, we're happy to share like these songs out in public with you guys, kind of as the people to show them. So never feel bad or like you have to ask permission for it.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Also, if you want instrumentals to our songs, there is a Patreon tier for that. I don't remember how far back they go, but that is a good starting point if you want to do a cover. So, there's that.
Sure. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
Oh, you wanted to start at that, though.
What?
It's supposed to start at that time code.
Oh.
Yeah, what they gave us actually was right.
Gotcha. Whoops.
That's fine. There you go. Okay. So anyway, thank you. We're going to answer some of your questions now. Please do watch that video.
There. I just put it up in the links.
Their cosplays are amazing. You're going to love it. It's really good. Okay. Question from Sophia. Will you guys do more videos with Ganondorf?
No, because he hates putting on the makeup.
I do hate putting on the makeup.
He hates it so much that...
It's terrible.
There's like a million times that we're like, oh, we could use Ganondorf.
No!
And he's like, no. Also, as some of you are doing, make sure you do question in all caps before the thing that you write so that we can differentiate between questions and things that are not questions.
Yeah. So, Ganondorf will come back, just not right now. I saw Castiel Novak. Question, how are Jerry and Eisenstein?
We actually just talked about Jerry and Eisenstein yesterday in the car.
Jerry and Eisenstein are probably not coming back still.
They're having a falling out. Eisenstein's going to leave Jerry and find a new roommate to bother.
No, they're both good. They are good, but I don't think we're going to be making them anytime soon still. That said, though, if you guys don't know what we're talking about,
The best crap they ever did, and they're never coming back to it.
There's a series
we
did
wanted it.
Before Random Encounters. Peter and I worked on a series that we created called Spitefully Yours, and you can go find that on YouTube still, and it's pretty silly.
YouTube.com/EisensteinFTW.
Yeah, Eisenstein for the win. Yeah.
Eisenstein is E-I-S-T.
No.
Eisenstein.
It's like Einstein, but there's a
E-I-S-E-N. S-T-E-I-N.
Yeah.
Eisenstein.
Eisenstein is a skeleton torso. And he's very grouchy, and he yells things like, "Hey, meat sack!"
He's quite grouchy.
I don't do his voice, actually, either.
Yeah.
But I was reading the unfinished script we had for the 8th episode, which is where we stopped making them. And I was laughing out loud at it, going, why did we not finish this video? This is so funny. So, and I know that we had, I think, a 9th script finished too for the Trojan Horse episode.
Yeah, the Trojan Horse, right?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't even have that printed out someplace. I have to go find that. But I'm like, this show would be very funny. So maybe someday we'll get the chance to do it still. I wouldn't count them completely out.
I hope so.
Yeah. But I don't like being Jerry.
For all the questions that are like, will you make blank musical?
I was going to say, yeah. Go.
It's possible.
That's the best answer there is.
It's possible. Like, we could make any kind of musical ever. It's possible. Will we say yes or no? Not at the moment, but just know it's possible. It might happen. It might not.
Yeah. Undead Gamer had a question.
Yes.
How long were we doing music before we started Random Encounters?
I was doing music since, I guess, 6th grade? No, earlier than that, because my mother forced me to have piano lessons.
I was born singing.
Literally? Like,
yeah, literally.
Actually, funny story.
You're singing with
maybe it's not funny. That's exactly what it is. When I was like 1 years old or something, I wouldn't come out of my crib until like after 12 in the afternoon, and
just like Miss Bird
Miss Bird now. And
you guys were destined
before 12 in the afternoon, I would like do this weird laugh cry thing that in like rhythms that my mother thought was singing. And if you interrupted me, I would just start screaming bloody murder. But she would just let me do this thing that she interpreted as singing when I was like 1 year old or some stupid crap like that.
That's kind of bizarre.
Imagine that.
Okay. I think I wrote my first song when I was probably in like junior high, like the first like legit with the software that I use now. It was actually contemporary back then. Now it's like ancient, but I have had that since I was about in junior high, and that's when I first started downloading it. I immediately started using it, and I actually did a couple songs. I did one about Meta Knight.
Keep your eye out on Still Cook Look. He seems to be doing something, and Brenda's also.
I did one about Beautiful Joe. If anybody remembers that, that was like a platformer beat 'em up kind of game that was kind of popular back on GameCube. So yeah. Did a couple songs.
There was a question asking where you can get MIDI Maker. It's MIDI MIDI Maker. You can't.
Yeah, I've answered that one
anymore.
recently too. Even if you found it, I don't even think you can register it because there's no way to get the license anymore. And I don't know if we ever found a crack or if we just had to find my own registration code.
I found your registration key from your old hard drive and updated it to work on 64-bit systems.
Did you use Magical Jelly Bean?
No.
Aww.
No. We didn't find the serial number.
Oh.
It was too old for Jelly Bean to actually work on.
Yeah. So good luck. You're never going to get this thing to work. I'm probably the only person professionally using this
I keep
on the
telling
planet.
you, if you want a MIDI program, I vote for Aria Matosa. That's the one I use, and it's great.
You
There
guys
are
should go
plenty
check
of
that out.
other options nowadays.
Yeah, and they are better.
Aria what?
Aria Matosa.
Aria Matosa.
Basically Songmaster in English, but they don't. It's Italian.
There's
it's everything is in English when you download it. So
there's also one called Muse Score, MUSE. There's
I don't like that one.
I don't like it very much either. There's also
Don't suggest that.
crap, Studio One Prime or 3 or something. And it's called Studio One, and it's a really solid piece of software. But they've got a good free version that's out there as well. There's a billion things. Just look for it. But remember, it's not the software you're working with. It's what you have in your head that matters. Because AJ works with crap software, and we come up with amazing stuff sometimes.
Most of the time. I think it's amazing given that it starts as crap. So
Yes. Which do you like more, cats or dogs?
Cats.
I like cats.
at this point, I might venture to cats.
What?
I
Just
might.
because of
Because
like,
we own
recency?
them. Because we
Wow.
own them, and I'm like, there are a lot of really good qualities about cats.
You don't own them. They own you.
Okay, fine.
I'm just kidding.
But I do not ever want to make that a slight against dogs, because dogs are man's best friend. And whether you think whether they are your best friend, kind of doesn't matter. They will always be, you will always be their best friend.
Yeah, that's why they attack you when you're little.
Okay, well that's true. Some of them aren't your best friend.
Sorry.
Point is, I think dogs are really nifty too. Somebody had a question, what was your favorite part about Yandere Simulator? I don't know if that was filming it or just how it turned out. Do you have a favorite, Miss Bird?
Uh-oh.
We'll do a comments video for Yandere Simulator probably next week.
Oh yeah, that is happening next
Where
week.
Miss Bird will actually give you all the scoop about it. You have a moment?
I mean, you just asked me how I feel about Yandere Simulator or something thereof, so I'm trying to decipher through all my
Feelings.
comments about it.
Okay.
And picking out the appropriate comments so I don't go on a tangent
Well,
about
the question
things.
was, did you have a favorite part from the musical Senpai Notice Me?
While Miss Bird is thinking, I will say that my favorite part was producing the visual effect that, the electric visual effect. That was extremely fun because I got to pose a skeleton and, like, make the skeleton match her movements and then, add lightning and stuff like that and smoke and sparks and stuff. That was good fun. I enjoyed that.
I'm split between getting hit with a mop because I really like that, and I also really like the section where Info-chan and Kudere-chan are both chiming in while she's like, "Senpai, ate this fruit. Senpai drank this, whatever." Things like. I think that's a really fun sequence as well with all the little props and stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. By the way, if you guys could mention in the comments what the highest number of watching now you saw is
When
or
you
was.
first started, it was 233.
But how we haven't seen it. It's been on zero.
Because someone told us in the comments.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
And I remember that number
Okay.
because you were gonna
Gotcha.
ask about it at some
Sorry,
point.
because our viewer number has been stuck at 0 this whole time. I've refreshed. I've done whatever. It's been stuck at 0 for some reason.
I think my favorite part was probably putting people in from the game. Because originally AJ was like, "Well, just pick people. Who cares?" And I'm like, "No, do not do that. Do not do that. People will be mad at you."
That's true. She was
So
like, really
sans the
insistent.
teacher, because that was just off the cup, spur of the moment. Everybody in that was picked by me to be in the musical.
Oh, these are pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
I like them. I remember back in the days when we were like, we have like
15 people. 20
yeah,
people.
we still have that on replayed.
Yeah, I was
but-
gonna say replayed is that now.
Wow, that's
Oh, that's a legit number.
That's quite a number. Oh my. Oh my. That's I don't even know what that is. That's like a serial
Question
number.
from Ryan: where's the beard in the Fallout musical? All right.
Oh right.
We've never done a helpful guide for all of the appearances, so maybe one day that'll be a fun release to be like, you guys want to see him in every single video?
Yeah.
And Michelle Nafenjo actually did one of those one year.
He is very hard to see.
Yeah, you have to look.
he is not the puppet.
No.
True.
You have to be looking at the Pip-Boy, and that's all I'm going to say, because I'll let you guys find him further from that.
Well, I'm going to
He's
say
difficult.
one more thing. I
Okay.
apologize for how difficult it is to find. We didn't realize that when you're compositing images onto other images, you have to like match the motion blur, or else it'll be really obvious that you've composited something on. And so I digitally added the beard to the Pip-Boy in this one shot, but there's motion in the shot, so the Pip-Boy became so blurred that you can barely tell that it's the beard.
There are people that have found him, but I think it's been more of a guess. They've
Is
had
he
to
harder
guess
to
about
spot
him.
than in Ganondorf?
Yes. Yeah, and Gandalf he also has a sound
A
cue.
sound, yeah.
We didn't give him a sound cue.
Yeah.
We should have made a digital like, ooh, but it probably would have thrown everything off.
Uh-huh.
Is the bread married? Asks
What?
Yes, is the bread married?
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, it's uppercase B. Is the
Moving
bread
on.
married?
Okay, moving on.
He's not married. He is.
Oh, the beard. Me?
Yes. No, I assumed that they meant the actual beard because it's uppercase
Oh, the
B,
beard. The beard.
but
the
it's
beard.
spelled bread
Okay.
instead.
Okay.
Question, which of the characters are you most like?
Of all of them?
I assume that's what that question meant.
Uh-oh.
I mean, the
The
fisher,
Amiibo song version of me.
the fisherman is an exceptionally derpy and incompetent human being.
Yeah.
It seems about me.
Crap.
Actually, I might be most like my Street Pass version, actually, because that one was working on a video.
True.
So. And hanging out with Nick wants to bet on
I've never been myself in a musical,
I don't.
so I can't say me.
Even Yandere.
You were
her
a little like
character
yourself
was
in
really
Amiibo.
like, happy and
No,
stuff.
I wasn't. I was basically your mom.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like Amiibo. So that part was true.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Question from Lana: why was Nate chosen as senpai?
Because he decided that one day to be like, hey, are you guys doing a Yandere Simulator musical? Can I be senpai?
It wasn't even one day. It was on Thanksgiving.
It
That
really
was it.
was.
He and Morgan came over on Thanksgiving to like eat turkey with us.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Are you guys doing the Yandere Simulator thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to be senpai."
That's exactly how it
Pretty
happened.
much, yeah. Although I questioned whether or not it was actually earlier than that, back when we were doing FNAF with him.
Was it?
I thought that we were going out to eat at the diner with him, and that's when we had a discussion about it.
Oh, I wasn't there.
I don't remember.
I think it
verify
brought.
for
I
you.
think it came back up though at Thanksgiving again.
Gotcha.
But I think we were thinking about Yandere that far back in August.
Huh.
And I think that's when the first time is that we mentioned that we were
Okay.
going to do it.
I don't remember that. But okay.
That was an
No.
age card.
Maybe. Point is, he was the one that asked to be senpai.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think he's got an awesome choice for it. He was like, I look just like him. And we're like, you do look a lot like senpai. It's pretty good. Let's see. Paige has a question. She has a new cat, actually, and she wants us to name it.
Oh, her new cat.
You should.
Pickles.
You should. Oh, that's a pretty good name actually.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Pickles the cat.
Like,
Pickles
can't
the
really
cat
go
has
wrong
big
with that.
paws.
It's not gendered. It's amusing and fun. It's silly. Pickles is pretty good.
I have a knack for naming cats.
Question: someone is in our right corner. So who is it? In the corner of the room.
Yeah, this person keeps trying to say there's a girl in the corner. She's crazy.
Well,
there's a Yoshi behind us.
maybe it's in their room.
No, she's
maybe
just-
they have a human in their room
Maybe.
watching them, and they don't know who is watching them.
No, she's
in their
just
room.
trying to scare us.
Oh.
Because all of our other questions are like, there's a girl in the corner of your room. Is she stalking you? And it's like, there's nothing there.
There. We can't. We don't see your head, which is great.
Yeah, you can't tell it was
'Cause
me. It was an actual.
The
person.
less of AJ you see, the better.
Oh. Well done.
I'm sorry. I'm a jerk. Let's see here. Can I write an RE fan fiction?
Go for it.
You can write it.
I have read some of our.
AJ has read some of the fanfic out there. I wasn't gonna say that because I didn't want people to send it to you, but since you offered that information,
Well, no, I don't. I have never had somebody send it to me, and I've read it.
well, that's good.
I have found it. Actually, I think I've had other fans send me other fans fan fiction
Oh,
too.
nice.
I think somebody said, "Have you seen this?"
What is the
And I
name
was like,
of your
"Ooh."
gaming channel? It's in the description. It's called Replayed.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/replayed.
We're actually going to stream tonight.
Yeah,
Ooh,
we're
have
gonna
fun.
play FTL.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've been doing Yandere Simulator
die.
last month. This month we're also doing Pokemon Snap. So yeah, go subscribe to Replayed, especially if you watch gaming videos. But if you only like us, it's still worth it.
Let's see here.
Let's see.
How did you guys meet? AJ and I met in college, and
I came later.
she came later.
It's true.
Just at a. Technically, you met on Facebook.
I was, ew, outside his
Ew.
door.
I
He
need a
let me
house.
in.
I need a place to live. Mer.
Yes.
And we're like, all right, come in.
Question from the Meowstash1. Will Matt Pat be in another video?
I hope so.
Well, he has a channel. He's in videos all the time.
Oh,
I
well,
watch
that too.
most of them. If you mean on our channel, probably at some point. Most YouTubers I think that we've worked with in the past will probably have back at some point.
How about Jacksepticeye? Will Jacksepticeye be in a
He's
video?
never been in something on our channel, so I don't know. If
Oh
he
gosh,
moves
he
to
needs
America,
to be in a video, AJ.
if he
AJ.
moves to America, maybe.
He's gotta be Flowey in Undertale, AJ. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Ari Fan Chan, you need to be quiet.
Random encounters.
Yeah, we are talking to Matt Pat still about a couple projects, and I'd like to have him on the channel sooner rather than later because he's got a really good voice, and I don't think we've ever gotten to have that on channel. It was just How to Beat a Monkey at Chess that he sang, and that was on Mark's channel. So, let's see if we can get him back sometime.
There was a question up here that I was interested in answering. I can't find it anymore.
Well, the young comedian wanted to know if we still have the Patreon perk for anyone who's contributing $75 a month to our channel, where we have live chats with them. And yes, we do still do
Wow,
that.
it's Miss Bird, and I'll answer Fred damn well, please.
Oh, you said the D word.
She did. It's true.
I sure will.
I have no idea what the question was. Whoops.
Damn isn't censored by the FCC. I think that's what they're called.
FTC? Is that who
FCC?
censors crap? FCC?
I forget who censors
I
it.
believe that's for radio, though.
I don't know, man.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Someone on correct me on this, but
Do you guys like IHOP?
What? No.
did
I
you
mean,
know?
no.
I mean, well enough. I don't like it. It's fine.
You don't like IHOP?
I would eat at it.
IHOP's never gonna sponsor our
Did you
videos
know
now.
Snapchat has an IHOP filter?
Oh
No,
yeah, they do.
I didn't know that. Why?
If you're in IHOP, they'll detect it.
Weird. Okay.
We were sitting in KFC parking lot yesterday, and I was
And
on
you
Snapchat with
and
Jordan.
You got the IHOP filter.
And I looked for a filter, and I was like,
Wow.
IHOP. I'm like, I'm okay, cool.
That's so silly.
Yeah.
All right, Gage wanted to know: will we make another Team Fortress 2
Of
musical?
course. There's 9 classes. We have to make
the-
another one.
True, we only did 2 of them.
So
right?
I know that Miss Bird said anytime you say, can you make a blank musical, the answer is yes, we could, but who knows whether it's going to happen. We only point out questions like this, which point out a specific musical that we're already planning on making.
There's also exceptions to the rule, too.
Yes,
because of
exactly.
That, because of
Exactly.
what you
Yeah.
said.
Well, I was gonna say this is more like we treat it like an update. Like
Right.
we have updates about TF2,
Exactly.
our TF2
Exactly.
series, because
So-
we do have a canon for it.
Yeah. So in this
Can I be
case,
your pyro?
You'd be a good pyro.
Please.
And so in this case, we think the next one we're going to make is NG. It might be Spy. We have
Are we
good
gonna put
ideas.
Gotham on the turret?
That is the plan.
That would be fun.
We have ideas for both of those musicals.
Yeah.
They're just kind of production heavy.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Well, we also want to start having more of the characters in them. Because, like, okay, so the medic song had nobody except for the medic and kind of the sniper, because the beard was the sniper. And then in Medic Snow Hill Scouts, we had a scout and a medic. But the thing is, we're starting to think maybe we should have like 3 or 4 of the classes in it and not just like focus on the one. Because half the game is killing each other. And how do you do a song if you're never going to kill anybody, you know, with these classes?
Right.
So they need people to kill, they need people to die, we need to have more classes. So we're going to cast, hopefully, most of the classes and then start making more songs rapid fire about them.
Ooh,
I saw a great comment from Miss Bird. Or
Oh.
question from Miss Bird. What do you think the next musical should be?
Well, if it's not Phoenix Wright, I'm gonna punch these people in the face.
Uh-oh.
So
There's your answer. Obviously, the next one is actually FNAF, but then after that, we are supposed to be doing Phoenix Wright after how many years? 2, 3 now? It can't be 4.
4?
It can't be 4.
Really? 4?
No, we've only been here 4.5 years, right?
not in this house.
Not here, no.
No, you
We
guys
started in
have been doing.
2011. It's now coming up on 5 years.
You've got 4 years.
So after
It
the
can't
first,
be 4
I-
years.
It's 4
it might
years.
be. It might be
No.
after the first Christmas. I think that's when we did the poll.
It's
and
4
Phoenix Wright
years.
won.
I've been counting. Do not mess with me.
Well, I'm sorry, everyone, for everything
So
in
yeah,
my life.
Phoenix Wright.
And I won't punch you in the face. I'll just be mad.
I know.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, Phoenix Wright, it is getting made. In fact, I would just like to give this a little shred of an update. I found a paper upstairs in my room while cleaning the other day that has lyrics that I plan to use for the Phoenix Wright musical. And I took it and put it on my desk down here because I said, I'm going to be working on lyrics really soon. I should type this up and get that started. So we are that close to doing a Phoenix Wright musical after 4 years.
Also, if you ever start writing stuff on the comments that's like rude or offensive or just generally horrible and mean, we're going to put you in timeout. Timeout lasts for 300 seconds. If you return and still do crap, then we will block you. That's the
Unless I'm moderating comments, then you'll just get blocked.
True.
Yeah, she doesn't put up with things.
Yeah. So
So and I
anyway,
are the pushovers. That's why she runs a lot of our social media. Because she won't put up with things.
are there any musicals that you regret doing?
Or gave up on halfway
Or gave
through.
up on?
That's Nekupe Arts? Nekupe?
We gave up. Yes, the Brony Song 2.
Uh-huh, that's a good example.
I'm gonna come clean on this one.
Uh-huh.
The Brony Song 2, we released it, and then later we released the original Lost version,
That was
where
the first musical I was in, technically.
yeah, where we were like, hey, so we lost the footage to Brony Song 2, but here's what we could find.
That's right, I forgot we said that.
We didn't actually lose that footage. We were just so completely embarrassed by what we shot and how bad it was that we decided to scrap the entire project.
We're like, we're not going to do this, and then at a later convention we brought it back.
What, Miss Bird?
Callum, he's saying a bunch of weird stuff, like, I mean,
Oh,
put him
cool.
in timeout.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, so that is one that, and I think by the end of the night we knew it because several of the people that said they could do it basically couldn't.
yeah.
And it was like, wow, this is apparently not going to happen. We're going to have to like cobble so much together to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got home and said, well, maybe we can do it. And then I looked at the footage. I'm like, no, we
Nope.
can't. Can't be done. We're going to scrap this entirely. So now it didn't get scrapped entirely. It just ended up being a shoot because all of my scenes, I think, several of my scenes got brought back in the
No.
final. Yeah, there
no.
aren't there clips of me dancing still in
At
like,
the con.
There was nothing of me like in the. What about when I'm screaming about it being too loud?
We shot all of that. We reshot
Oh, that
all
was
that.
fresh. You're right. They had their own like
No,
brave
nothing,
kind
none
of
of that
dance.
footage made it
Okay.
into the final cut.
I thought we ended
No.
up going. Well, at least we filmed at like a busy dance.
no,
place.
it
But
was
I'm
too
like,
dark in that.
Yeah,
place.
they had
Speaking
their
of
own. You're
dancing,
right.
there was a question about who's the worst dancer here.
Ooh.
Peter is the worst dancer. Peter, dance for them. Show us what your. That's not your dance move.
Oh, he does. He
You have a custom.
upgraded.
Oh, he upgraded.
Did you see that? He started.
Yeah, I was gonna say Peter got better at dancing. That's pretty good. Peter's old method
Level
of
up.
dancing was much worse.
Yeah. I'm bad at dancing.
I think we should show them what your old method of dancing was.
I don't know if it's appropriate.
Well, it was like this.
It's awkward.
The hand motion was the worst part.
It's awkward.
Would I play Mia Fey in the Phoenix Wright musical? Nope. I'm gonna play Francisca von Karma.
Imagine that.
I can't wait for a GIF of just me going.
And then they'll speed it up.
Yeah. I'll be like, be careful what you do on a live chat.
Yes, indeed. Oh man.
Boom.
Let's see.
Question from the Discord project: would you ever do a musical with fans? Miss Bird was actually pushing for an idea, something like that.
True.
Wait, what?
A musical with fans.
You were talking about virtual choir.
I was talking about virtual choir.
Do you guys know what that is?
Miss Bird will explain
I was
it.
gonna say.
Okay, so basically, a few music channels have done this before, where they will take one of their songs that they have done, and they'll send it out to fans for them to sing or whatever in parts or not parts or whatever, and then they get the videos back and they compile a huge choir based on everybody singing
It's
from
a
all
cool
around
idea.
the world.
It's a super cool idea.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of work to like get everything synchronized and like, working all together and pitch corrected and blah blah blah. But
I think we should just send it up even if it's not picture corrected.
It would still be super cool.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get to do something like that at some point with you guys.
Also, Red Streak is
Thank
I almost put Red Streak as moderator.
Please don't do that. I don't want her to be all like, oh look, I'm banning everybody because they're not noticing my joke.
Yeah, your joke is annoying. Moving on.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, at some point you guys might be able to do that, and that'd be fun. If you have a specific musical that you would like to sing along with, maybe tell us in the comments, because it's something that we've considered doing and we just haven't gotten around to yet.
By the way, most of the time, if the stream is broke, it's probably on your end, not on our end. So don't yell at us to fix your stream, because usually all you have to do is hit refresh.
I was going to say, the other thing they could do maybe is check their cog icon on the YouTube player, make sure it's set at a low enough setting for them. Is that true?
True. Make sure that your setting is like... If you don't have fast internet, don't be streaming 1080p.
Yeah.
But we're only offering it at 720 and under.
Okay. Well,
anyway,
still, there are times where I turn mine like all the way max it down, and like everybody comes weird blocks.
Yeah.
But at least I can hear and kind of follow along. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Marissa wants to know if we do a musical about creepypasta.
If you want creepypasta, go to Midnight Marinara.
I was gonna say we don't do so much creepypasta, but somebody we work with does, and that's go find Midnight Marinara. That's the YouTube channel.
David King runs a...
It's not a musical, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he runs a radio play that basically he'll take a creepypasta, ask permission to adapt it into a radio play from whoever wrote it, and then adapt it into a radio play, get voice actors, sound effects, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He does a really great job.
Yeah, so check that out, especially for creepypasta fans.
Question, why is Miss Bird moving left and right like a metronome?
Because I have ADHD and moving helps me just chill out.
That's why my foot has been shaking this whole time also, but you guys haven't seen that most of the time.
If he wasn't doing that, he'd have to dance like this.
Well, oftentimes, like, in a lot of videos, you'll see me just, like, doing exactly what Miss Bird is doing and just, moving all around, and that's another symptom of it.
I usually play a song in my head, and then I kind of rock back and forth to it.
I like that. Ooh, and my eyes. My eyes are shifty.
Oh my god, it is so creepy. He'll be talking at you, and you'll just see his eyes scan like this, back and forth.
I can't help it. I
and it's just like, whoa, what's going on there?
I try not to, but you'll see in most of our videos, especially more of the candid videos and bloopers and stuff like that, my eyes are all over the place. It's so hard to control.
AJ, you ain't moving.
That's because he doesn't have any mental issues.
Yes, he does.
Okay, he has a lot of mental issues.
You tell me he does not.
His mental issues only manifest in internal ways.
This
whole channel was built on a mental issue.
Pretty much. That is pretty much true. There was a question. What was it? Oh, I saw it and I was like, oh, we'll answer that one. Oh, I know what it was. Immortal Chaos wanted to know if we're going to do an RE series, which I take not as things like FNAF or Smash Brotherhood. I think that means about random encounters specifically.
Oh, come on. Just make it counting again.
I think that's basically the closest answer.
And then make one of the segments like behind the scenes of like us in daily life.
Yeah, except we're not that interesting in daily life. The Patreon people know that because
whoa, Cat! Resident Enos does not actually belong to Disney XD. I need to make that clear.
Yeah.
Resident
Never
Enos,
let anyone say that Resident Enos
we
is
are
Disney
very
XD's
careful with our contracts.
property.
Resident Enos currently owns a certain number of years license to work on Resident Enos, and they are the ones who put funding behind this episode, but they do not own it. After that contract is over, which is not a particularly long time, we own all of the rights to Resident Enos, except possibly, I forget exactly what the rights to the video are. No, we own the rights to that too.
Yeah, I believe it's all under a license, and we actually used to do that with basically every network licenses your videos. So once you leave a network, for example, we used to be on IGN, and a bunch of our videos actually have IGN's logo on them, not because we had to do that, but because we offered to do that.
Right.
And now it seems silly because IGN does not license our videos anymore. Now we're with Maker. And that's the same thing. Resident Enos right now is licensed by Maker. That won't be forever, though. And license just means they have permission. Doesn't mean we don't have permission as well, and we can do what we want with all those characters.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Dodger. We have to think about that.
Fair.
Never thought about that. Oh, a girl named Dodger that looks like Dodger. Acts like Dodger, kind of.
Question: have fans ever been too crazy to see you guys?
Yes.
Never too crazy.
Oh, never mind.
I disagree.
No, like, I have never felt in danger. I've never been like, I need to get out of this space.
This isn't a bad thing. This isn't a bad thing. So if you're watching, I'm tell a story. I'm not going to say your name or anything. But when we were at a convention recently, there was a person who literally started shaking and crying because they met us. And, like, it was adorable, but it was kind of crazy.
Exactly.
So it's not a bad thing because, you know, I'm sure everybody else has idols that they would have the same reaction to, but crazy is all different types of tears, and that's crazy. But also someone who's like, you know, a serial killer who's like gonna stab AJ because she finally met him is also crazy.
It's weird
because also, oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're normal people. We really are. We're
Yeah.
we're not crazy, fancy people that are in movies.
So for someone to freak out because they're in our presence is very strange.
Yes.
For us.
Brad Pitt would probably be like, that happens to me literally like 12 times a day.
Right.
And I try to avoid people. So for him, that would be nothing. For us, that seems really out there and bizarre. But it's actually very normal, I'm sure, for anybody in a space that's kind of important.
Yeah. Callum, either stop or I'll ban you. That's just all. We don't need to hear about that. Anyway, moving on. Actually, Felicia Day. The first time I met Felicia Day, or was in her presence, there were some really specific things I wanted to tell her and talk to her about, and so on and so forth. I couldn't even do it. I just stood there. We were at a video industry like party up on like the top story of a terrace thing in the hotel or whatever, and for some reason AJ and I had been invited to that, and Felicia was there talking to her friends and hanging out and drinking, and I was like, what do I do? And I ended up not talking to her at all.
True. Yeah, that happens. So we've had that experience too, where we've been kind of the weird fans that don't know.
And the only difference is how it manifested. In my case, it manifested in shutting down. In her case, it manifested in doing the Harlem Shake. I mean, shaking.
I was going to say, I think the Harlem Shake means going from nothing to being like, and she wasn't doing that.
Amazing.
Yeah. Don't feel embarrassed if you ever meet us and you have an experience like that. Like, we're not going to... we might go into live chat and talk about you later, apparently.
But we're not going to say who you are, and we're not going to tell you that you're dumb.
Like I said...
And really, it's not a bad thing, so I apologize if calling you out was...
Never felt endangered by anybody. Like, oh, this person's going to stab us.
No, you felt endangered by the girl who glomped you.
Not actually.
Really?
Not actually.
I felt endangered by her.
How about the girl who
maybe
wanted
I'm just
you to taste her boobs because they tasted like cupcakes?
She wasn't a fan.
Oh, I didn't
Also
realize
true.
that. Okay.
She was just weird.
And there's video of that.
Whoops, under the bus.
Oh boy.
So anyway. Forgot about that. Yeah, I've never felt in danger, so you guys have to do better than that. Also, I'm the only one that's like generally not concerned about privacy as much as you guys.
No, you're not.
From fans.
Holy crap, no, he's not.
We like our privacy. We like people staying out of our business.
Yeah,
and
so
AJ's just like, oh.
I can understand. Maybe you guys are probably gonna feel threatened or more like somebody crossed the line before I am. So.
Question, do you ever get offered to be on TV? Actually, we
Yes.
were in a commercial just like yesterday or something.
Yeah,
We got
apparently
multiple
were on
Facebook
TV.
messages saying, oh my god, I saw you on a Disney XD commercial.
Yeah.
So I guess technically, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Before I met these guys, I was scouted to do a bunch of like TV commercials and some TV shows.
Oh man.
But
You would have been so freaking rich.
my foster mom was like, "We're not going to invest in this," and
course.
that's why I'm with
Of
these
course.
guys.
So much money in that.
Wow, that's a downgrade. I'm sorry. Bummer, man.
Amazing.
Things have a way of working out, though. It's kind of like you got sort of that direction anyway.
It's
Cool.
true. They just took the roundabout way.
Where did you get Enos's clothes?
I built that costume. I bought them on the internets.
Cool.
I loved watching you light up like that. It was beautiful.
Aslan has
Sorry.
a question. Were any of you in chorus or drama club in school?
Yeah.
Yeah, both?
Yeah. Wait.
Or just one or the other?
I wanted to be in both, but I was in community theater
Okay.
in high school, but then I was also in choir in high school. So community theater, not drama club, choir, definitely in high school.
Peter, were you in both?
We didn't officially have a drama club, but I did drama.
Okay.
I was in choir. I was also in every band that there was. There were
Okay.
like 5 or something.
Very musical. I was also in both. Now, what was your favorite between them? Drama or choir?
Can I pick band?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. They didn't even mention band, but I'm sure everybody would love to hear about
I
your
would
love
much
for
prefer
band.
to pick band.
I think I have better memories of theater than I do of choir.
Okay. I would go the same way.
I
Definitely
think I
theater.
liked choir more
Oh, hello.
because our music
Are you here to...
was phenomenal.
Are you here to...
Gotcha.
sit with
But
me?
on a personal level, it was crap. It was crap.
Peter, what was your favorite band to be in?
My favorite band to be in. Whew. That's hard. I think it would have to be our tour band. I was a really big Christian at that time, and our tour band would go on tours and play music, play Christian music, and some secular music, and then do words. Anyway, that was definitely the best because I got to praise God, and it felt amazing. Why are you covering your face on my chest?
Because I want to see if this fixes the girl problem.
Huh?
Because there's yet another person being obnoxious
Oh.
about there's some random chick in this room that isn't me. So I'm trying to figure out if it's this. And so I'm covering it, and if they stop, then it's this, and if not, they're just being annoying.
Maybe it's just Cat.
Well, it feels good.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Are you the random girl in the room?
question, is donating through YouTube Gaming okay?
Yes, please.
Well, Holly, that is more than
Sure.
okay. Donating is exceptional!
We can't exactly keep track of it the way that we do on Patreon.
Right.
So the perks aren't available on there, but I mean, if you want to, sure. I'm
Yeah.
obviously okay with that.
Donating is a really big deal. It actually makes a huge difference for us.
Yeah.
Especially on projects that aren't funded, because not everything is a Resident Enos kind of project. In fact, almost nothing is. So you guys end up making a huge difference when you contribute to RE for things. And I want to take a second to thank everybody who's been doing that on Patreon or otherwise.
Yeah.
So thank you.
There was a question of why I'm not Christian anymore.
Oh.
Because one day a friend of mine was talking about.
Is this okay to answer?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, because it's a hot topic.
Sure.
So I don't want.
Well, I mean, they asked why, and I'm gonna give them the reason why.
Disclaimer, Peter and I actually are very open about our differences in politics and faith and things like that.
Yeah.
And we I don't want to brag, but we're the role model. You guys should be more like us about this.
That's true.
People should
That is
actually
so
be able to
true.
be very civil about these
Yeah.
things.
So, okay, one day, when AJ moved to Los Angeles, a whole bunch of horrible things happened to him along the way. Between having to lose his favorite pet to having his house broken into the very
computer
first
stolen.
day, and his computer and iPod and everything stolen, and
Yeah.
it was just terrible. Anyway, a friend of mine, she's actually been on this channel before, Emily Brown, she said, well, maybe that was AJ's past life, karma catching up to him or something. And in my head, I didn't say it out loud because I'm a nice guy, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe. But inside, I was like, I don't have any evidence that there is any kind of past life or anything like that. Reincarnation may or may not exist, but I have no evidence for that. So I'm not going to make a judgment one way or the other. I'm going to assume that he does not have a past life, and it was just bad luck. So I guess I did make a judgment. Anyway, point is, then I was like, wait a minute. I also don't have enough evidence for my own brain to compute my own Christianity. What do? So I went to AJ's church the next day because I went there occasionally.
Yeah, we used to go to church together.
Yeah, we used to go to church together. And I went to his church, and I was still thinking about this problem, and finally, at about mid-church, I realized I can't be a Christian anymore. And that's how it happened.
And then they picked him up and carried him out of the room, and then
No,
cast
and
him
then
into the street.
I sat with you feeling very nervous and awkward for the second half of the service, being like, what am I going to tell AJ? How is he going to react? Is anyone going to be my friend anymore?
What?
She's smelling you.
Was somebody asking for that?
Someone.
So
Who's
that's
talking?
that's
It
that.
smells bad.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's the biscuit.
It's so gross. I really do love you.
I know
I'm
you do.
so sorry.
Feathers in your hair.
I know.
That's funny. Oh yeah. So, but nothing has changed that dramatically ever since either. So.
Well, on the outside.
Yeah.
Except for this. This has changed also.
That's
on the
changed
outside.
but yeah. So I still go to church every week. Peter has not gone to church ever again since.
That's not true.
Is that well?
We film
on
in
a
churches
Sunday?
sometimes.
On a Sunday?
On a Sunday. I think I
To a
went
church
with you
service?
once, like to. I went with you once or twice after that.
Really?
Yeah. It was
I'm
like
shocked.
it was
Why
like
would
a
you
year
do
or
that?
two ago. I ended up in your church down in LA.
Oh, okay. Maybe we had a meeting or a convention or something, and it was kind of like, why not?
Probably
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. I thought you used to go to Denny's when we'd be down there or something, but
Yeah.
okay.
So
Well, anyway.
this is why I was wondering.
Oh,
Good question.
I know that people
Because-
will either go, yay, Peter, or no, you should still be a Christian, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to change
I mean,
my
you
thing
guys
or
are
whatever.
entitled to, what
Yeah.
you're,
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you have to believe. But Peter and I came to different conclusions about what is the correct thing to believe. And you know what? You got to live with that. So.
Yeah.
Meow, didn't we, cat? Oh, I believe this cat is the cutest little kitty cat
If you don't believe this cat is cute,
Meow,
then there's a problem.
We're gonna ban you.
meow. She's
All right.
she's so haughty right now. She's like, I am cute. I can't wait for people to be
There was a
banned.
question of whether there are any musicals that we haven't done primarily because of things like budget or skill.
Star Fox.
I was going to say Star Fox too.
Got really close to doing that.
Mario.
And then that got backed off. Mario, also a good answer. We have a Mario musical that we want to do for the Mario Brothers and haven't done it yet because we need too big a cast for it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get that cheaply.
Cheaply enough to not,
Yeah.
broke.
Just
Just
I'll-
ask your adoring fans. They'll come and be in something.
That-
There is
voice.
a secondary problem. Let's talk about the secondary problem really, really quick. If you get a large group of people and basically hijack a public space, the police have more of a reason to come show up and be like, what are you guys doing? Do you have a filming permit? Do you have insurance? Do you have... And that list quickly becomes very damning. So it's not good to even recruit a bunch of fans to show up for, say, a meetup that you haven't scheduled
Yeah.
appropriately.
Yeah.
And you probably have heard things like Markiplier got sent out of Comic-Con because all his fans took up too much space when he had a meetup there. And I think he set that up with them, and they just underestimated what he could do. So yeah, that's a big problem with just getting fans to show up for things. Okay, other questions?
Everyone likes your cat.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Everyone likes you. They think you're okay.
There was a question earlier
You're
about
okay.
how you got Yandere Dev at the end of the musical.
Uh-oh.
We asked him. Miss Bird emailed without our consent.
I did.
From our account.
Chris, we're busy. Go
Hey,
away.
buddy, what's going on?
We're busy. Go away. Shoot. Fly away. Go. Go, Chris. Go. Go away. Go. We're busy.
We're in the middle of a live
We're
chat,
doing
actually,
stuff.
so you should probably go.
Go away. No one likes you.
I'll talk to you afterwards, okay?
Jeebus.
Love you.
Oh, he hung up.
Oh my.
He's a friend of ours.
He actually was the guy playing Death in Paperboy the musical. When you
Yes.
see Death running over and over and getting hit with newspapers and stuff. That's Chris. So anyway.
Question.
Death just called me.
Question. Are you guys in America or England? We're in England,
I'm
actually.
in Canada. I don't know
Are
where
we?
you guys are.
We're in America. You can tell by my failed English accent.
Don't.
Can you do a failed American accent too?
Yeah, it's this.
I do a failed American accent.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're like a boot.
Yep.
Things like that. You turn Canadian. You think we're gonna be tricked and think you're American, but clearly you are.
We know
not.
the truth.
Yeah. By the way, Peter, I
Yeah.
played a certain Sega April Fool's game last night, and I voice acted it, and I thought it was really good. So
Wait,
sometimes.
you did?
Yeah, I did all the
Oh,
voice acting myself.
wow.
It was
Good
still
job.
up, and I was nervous it was gonna be taken down. So I wanted to get a recording of
Gotcha.
that game.
Well, well done. Well
Yeah.
done.
Thank you.
That game is amusing. If you guys haven't gone to bigthec.at.com, big the cat.
It's just big.
No,
big
no,
the C.at.
bigthec.at.
Yeah.
Big the cat.
I don't even know if it's still up.
I don't know if it's up either.
Yeah, but that's
To be
why I
honest.
wanted to play it as quick as
Yeah.
possible. Okay.
It's 1:30, by the way.
Okay, so we should probably wrap up with a couple more.
Yeah, we should.
Let's do like 2 more or
Oh,
something.
I forgot to hit play ad
Okay.
at some point.
Then play an
again.
ad.
But it's late now.
Yeah. Canadians don't say a boot, they say a boat.
Oh,
All right.
I've heard
touche.
both. I've heard both.
interesting.
Okay. I would answer the question about Undertale characters, except I'm the only one that actually played through the whole game.
Yeah, I didn't play it
So,
at all ever.
Yeah. Of the musical, did you guys have a favorite? Which team would you be on? Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Team Temmie.
Flowey? Team Temmie? Ooh, Team Temmie. Okay.
Can I be on Team Frisk?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fair, but Frisk also changes teams, so that's a really meta kind of answer.
Sweet.
Intriguing. I'm gonna take Frisk though as the good-natured version of Frisk.
Okay, we'll
That
see.
like reinstills
I was
determination and
just
hope in
talking about
everybody.
the Frisk in our video that's
Oh,
super confused.
that doesn't know anything.
Yeah, I get it. I smell my mouth. My
When you talk this way, it's fine, but when you start talking this way,
well,
it's like,
I'm
whoop.
sorry. I'm
keep
sorry that
baiting
there are
him.
people over here.
I keep baiting him to talk over
I
here.
hate you.
I hate you.
All right,
People
question.
think we're not
Question from
dating.
Chi the Optimist. How do you feel about fans adding you on social media? This is good to make a public statement right
I
now.
hate it. Don't add me.
I don't accept anyone's friend request unless I know exactly who I'm friending. So There's
I
that.
friend pretty much everyone. And actually, I just downloaded Nintendo's new app, Miitomo,
God.
and you guys can totally friend me on that as well. I don't know the best way to do it though. It's very strange. You basically have to connect to them on social media. So maybe go follow us on Twitter, and it might suggest me as your friend, AJOAJ. So take a look, and you can totally friend me on Miitomo.
There is only one place you can add me, and that is Steam, because I like to play video games, and I play so many video games that I have a lot of multiplayers that are vacant. So I like having an extensive friend list where I can just invite people to play games with me. No, I don't want to talk all the time. No, I don't want to have a conversation with you. No, I don't want to be your friend, but we can play games sometimes.
Yay! All right, let's answer like one more question. How about that?
okay,
All right.
looking for one.
All right. So, one more question. One more question. Here's your last question.
Stupid mother. I said mother.
Stupid mothers. Oh, those mothers.
My mother's awesome. Shut up.
She gave birth to you. She can't be that smart.
Good point. Good point.
My family's terrible.
I'm kidding.
Ha, 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 ha.
And clearly, I think amongst the three of us, Peter actually has the highest IQ. So, is that the correct way of saying that? I think it is.
It's the correct way of saying that Peter has more intelligence and less everything else.
Yes. Yeah. So don't let me.
Which I don't
picking
know
on
if I
Peter.
agree with.
I think I don't
definitely
agree with that either.
I definitely agree with the less everything else, but I'm not sure I agree with the more intelligence.
That's what
Well,
I
I think statistically speaking, he scored the best out of us.
But like, does that actually say anything about your intelligence?
That is
Sure.
not a
Fair.
good measure of intelligence.
Fair. Okay.
Right.
Well, either way.
Let's see here.
Either way.
Final
Did you know
question.
April is Child Abuse Awareness Month?
I didn't.
No, I didn't.
I only
I'm
get-
more aware of it now. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
I didn't get any physical abuse, only emotional abuse.
I got so much.
Of both, I know.
So much.
I'm sorry.
AJ's like, yeah.
I had a great family, says AJ.
I'm gonna tell you guys one quick story, okay? I grew up
Okay.
on a farm, and like you guys have heard some stories about my family, just to
Yes.
try even the score a little. One of my worst family memories was my dad, when I turned probably 10 or something, said, "All right, you need to go kill a chicken so that you can do this if you ever have to in life." And I was like, "I don't want to." And he's like, "No, there's no question about it. We need to come down. You know, we have chickens. We kill the roosters to eat, and they're mean and stuff. And we've got one that is ready to go. So we're gonna come down and we're gonna cut the head off together." And I was like, please, Dad, don't make me do this. I really don't want to go kill a chicken. I am not, if I ever had to survive, I probably could, but I'd at least be driven by survival, not by my dad being mad at me. And he was super insistent. And my mom was kind of like, is that really necessary? Like, there's almost no circumstance he's ever going to have to kill something to eat it in his life, probably. And I've kind of said I'd probably eat grass before I'd kill things, actually. And I eat meat almost exclusively, but...
Did you end up killing this chicken?
No, I cried and I sobbed, and I, ran away to my room, and he came up after me and was mad. He did not hit me, and even though he had his voice raised and stuff, and my dad was probably disappointed that I was, wussing out, basically, so bad, he let it go at the end. I think he and my mom talked about it a bit, and he was like... okay, this is on him. If he, at some point in life, has to kill something and he's never killed a chicken back when I gave him the opportunity to do it in a controlled atmosphere, then, that's on him.
Yeah.
My little brother did go kill a chicken when he came of age.
I would say
so.
That's... I don't...
The girls in my family didn't have to go kill a chicken. So
sexism.
It really was. They didn't go make either of my sisters kill a chicken, but my dad really wanted me to. I was the oldest boy. I didn't go kill a chicken. My little brother went and killed the chicken with him on a different occasion. So my dad is much more mellow now, but growing up, he was a lot more harsh like that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So this is a fun random question.
I took up a lot of time. Go ahead.
Were any of us in a foster home? That was a random question.
Oh.
Yes!
Just that one.
Me!
Just that one. Several, actually. Huh?
Yeah, several.
I was going to say, do you all believe in ghosts?
Do you all believe in ghosts? Is that Abigail Gaming?
Yes.
Not all of us.
I believe that a ghost can exist. I don't believe that they almost ever do, basically. I believe, because I'm a Christian, I believe that ghosts can exist if God was to allow it. I don't believe he does.
Do you believe into demons?
Huh?
Do you believe into demons?
Demons? We actually just talked about this in church a week ago. The concept of a demon is basically just a fallen angel. And I'm like, we know that exists. So basically anything that would cooperate or coordinate with a fallen angel, that would be Satan, would be considered a demon. So I'm like, yes. Now, do I believe that people are getting possessed by them and stuff? Probably just about never, if ever. But I also am like, what would I know about I don't think I've seen one. I wouldn't know. So it could be considered judgmental for me to sit on a couch here on YouTube and be like, ghosts aren't real, demons aren't real, hurdy-durdy-dur. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to come across one of them in my entire life. And anyone who says they have, I'm going to question.
I'm an agnostic atheist. Obviously, this is not a question about Christianity or anything, but the
spirituality gets tied in.
The key to being an agnostic atheist is that you don't know what all is out there, but you know what you have evidence for, and you know what humanity has presented evidence about, and that's how you determine how you're going to act and whether you're going to act on certain beliefs. So in my case, I have not seen any evidence that ghosts exist in my life or in the multitudes of articles that I read about all kinds of things, including sometimes supernatural events and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, Bigfoot is almost the same idea, but except that's organic. That's not even supernatural.
Exactly. And so I have no evidence whatsoever to make me act as if I believe a certain thing about whether ghosts exist.
Do we just give basically the same answer, except yours is a more pessimistic and mine's more of like, I don't know. I feel like we were close to the same.
Well, I mean, okay.
Which is, again, a good example of why people from completely different religious points can really actually agree on things for a larger part.
I think, yes, okay.
You were maybe,
that's fair.
Technically,
mine was
agnostic
more...
atheist is a little more close-handed, and mine's a little bit more open-handed, but otherwise, we both came to the same point. You're the one in the middle that's breaching it.
Ghosts are real! Yay!
And guess what?
I don't know.
We all live together and cooperate together. Christian, atheist, ghost believer, atheist, non-ghost believer. We all live together and love each other.
Agnostic. Thank you.
agnostic.
There you go.
We all live together. We love each other. We coexist
Yeah.
peacefully and happily until you have to make costumes.
Always happens almost every
Or when
month.
we
so
argue
weirdly.
about certain aspects of a musical, or just
Yeah.
basically when it's
Or
crunch
abortion.
time, or anything. What, we argue about abortion?
All right,
When
we should
abortion,
probably.
when abortion comes up, Miss Bird.
We should
He's
probably.
wrong. That's all I'll say.
This live chat now.
And
Thank you guys so much for coming in and signing in today and chatting with us a little bit with your questions. Do me a favor really quick, before you all sign off, tell us how many viewers are on right now, according to your
Why
computer
does it
screen.
freaking matter?
Just because I want to know
I
if
like
it changed
numbers.
up or
I
down.
like knowing numbers.
And our number is 0 on our screen,
And
which
our number
is
is 0 on our screen.
kind of frustrating because I think it's more than 0.
Probably.
I don't know.
Don't forget to check out replay.
I even do shout outs to Bonnie right now. Carrie, Steven, Pixel, Ginger.
What are you? I don't care
I'm
what you're saying.
doing Bonnie shout outs.
Okay,
Hey,
no,
my girl.
shut up. Replayed.
Thank you.
6 p.m. tonight. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I got yelled at.
And
Yeah, you
also
did.
Kill Bonnie.
Kill Bonnie. Okay, so about the same level as we had before. Maybe a little bit bumped up.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
yeah, cool. Thank you guys for sending those things. And do check out Replayed tonight. Are you guys playing live tonight?
Yes.
Playing live tonight. Ooh,
I'll
so
make
you
sure
get
to
your
brush
chance.
my teeth again, Miss
That's
Bird.
what a stream is.
Get your chance to come back and watch it live. Do it tonight over on Replayed. YouTube.com/Replayed.
Yep.
And if you didn't vote for a t-shirt designed for FNAF, please go do that too. Links at the bottom. That's it. Okay. Thanks again. We'll see you next week with a comments video for Yandere Simulator. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
never
AJ,
do this
AJ.
part.
Beard salute. Woo!
Oh,
Don't
I'm
care.
sorry.
Oh,
I was
one more
supposed to
time.
do that.
One more time. One more time. Beard salute.
No.
Woo! There we go.